I want to talk to you today about the pros and cons of trying to build a YouTube channel. Being on YouTube isn't all sunshine and roses. There's a lot of ups and downs about being a YouTuber. Now, I'm not a full-time YouTuber yet, but I've been on YouTube long enough to know that there's lots of ups and downs. And you got to accept the ups and downs in order to really succeed on YouTube. You're not going to stick around on YouTube if you think it's all a smooth ride up. So I want to talk about 3 ups and 2 downs when it comes to just about everybody's journey on YouTube. First, the bad news. YouTube is not easy. It's really easy to get discouraged. If you get discouraged easily, just from a few minor setbacks, YouTube probably isn't for you. Man, YouTube is hard. Let me show you my recent experience. Now, most people would look at this and see some awesome growth, but it's really easy to get discouraged because November was my highest month ever, but then in December, the channel shrank quite a bit. You've got to have realistic expectations. You can't think that every single month is going to be better than the month before it. That just doesn't happen in real life. So instead of getting discouraged that December wasn't better than November, I should just be happy that the channel is continuing to have an upward trend. The last 4 months are definitely much better than the 4 months preceding to that. The channel's growing. So you can counterbalance the discouragement from YouTube just by having realistic expectations. The second low is that YouTube is a slow start. It takes a long time to get going. And this is why so many channels just give up. In order to really succeed on YouTube, you gotta be in it for the long haul. You gotta be willing to keep on going even when you see very little progress. It really goes along with the first one. YouTube is hard. If you get discouraged easily, this probably isn't for you. Let me show you what I mean. This is what it looks like when you first start posting YouTube videos. It is slow at first. For a long time, it won't seem like your channel's growing at all. And even if your channel is growing, for a long time, it doesn't seem like it's growing much. And it can look like this for years. YouTube is a slow start. And then sometimes just when you think you're starting to grow faster, sometimes it can start going down again. YouTube doesn't go straight up. There's lots of hills. It goes up and down, up and down. But if you stick at it, you can see an upward trajectory. Now that being said, there are some really good positives about YouTube also. Number 1, YouTube is completely up to you. Don't blame whether or not you get views on anybody else. It is completely up to you how good you make your videos. Now you might think that your videos are awesome. If that's really true, keep on pumping those out and eventually the views will come. But more likely, you think your videos are awesome, but other people might think something different. So when I say that your success on YouTube is completely up to you, I mean it. Look at the cold, raw, hard data, and if you need to adjust your videos and make them better so that you start getting more views, put in the work to do that. And it's not just about how much time you put into your videos. I think some people think that the more time they spend in their videos, the better their videos are going to be, but sometimes that's not the case at all. Sometimes the style of your content actually warrants less time to be spent on them. For example, I could spend an hour writing the perfect script for my video, but when it comes to actually filming that video, if I just read off the script and it sounds very wooden, I basically just wasted that hour. But instead, if I just scribble down a few notes and then speak to the camera using those notes, maybe the notes only took me 5 minutes to write, and then the video takes me another 10 minutes to film, but I might actually get a much better video because I'm speaking more naturally in the process. So maybe it only took me 1/4 as much time to make, but it works out to be a much better video. So in a way, time is irrelevant. How much time you put into each video might not be the determining factor. What matters is making the videos actually better. Sometimes that actually means putting less time into them. Sometimes it means more time. Sometimes it means learning a new skill or a new video editing technique. It can mean all kinds of things, really. But the point is simply this: if you're not getting the number of views that you want, spend some time thinking about how to make your videos better. Maybe you need to ask somebody else. Ask them, how can I make my videos better? And then don't get offended when they tell you the truth. So that's actually number 1. You can get more views if you make better videos. I've said it before, but if you make videos people want to watch, people will watch those videos. The second pro is that if you stick to it, you'll most likely grow. Now, how much you grow is entirely up to you. If you're consistently putting out better and better videos, then you'll continue to grow. But if your videos are few and far between, you might grow a little bit, but probably not at the same pace. So really the action step about this one is to be consistent. Stick to a schedule, which is for your benefit, not your audience's. Commit to yourself that you're going to keep on putting out videos. Put yourself on a schedule so that twice a week, maybe every Tuesday and Friday, or at least once a week. I think that's the bare minimum, especially if you're new to YouTube. You film those videos and you upload them, making each one a little bit better than the last one, and your channel will grow. The third pro about using YouTube as your platform is simply that YouTube is a huge platform. I can't imagine trying to do this anywhere else. YouTube literally has the audience for you, and YouTube literally will find your audience for you if you continue to put out videos, making them better and better, of course. YouTube wants you to succeed. It's in YouTube's best interest for your channel to succeed. YouTube wants to keep people watching videos on their platform. Therefore, if you're uploading videos to their platform, YouTube wants you to succeed. Now, it's still hard, and it's still an upward battle, but it's possible. And YouTube is there to help you. It's not going to be easy, but you can do it. Listen, if I can do it, you can do it too. I'm just an average guy.